We are here in beautiful British Columbia at our latest modern masterpiece home with interiors by Leah Homes and build by Tyson from Tycon. Wow, look at that view. Oh, the space just opens up, pulls you in. Ah, it's so dynamic. Look at this just beautiful, curvaceous living room. Oh, and the bocce lights, yes!
So working with a room like this that is so vast spatially, ceilings are so high, they're vaulted, there's so much exterior that's visible. How do you make the room feel cozy? Well, we used a beautiful lighting installation to sort of fill the ceiling and to bring that down and to really set the mood when you're relaxing in the space in the evening, entertaining, unwinding in front of your beautiful fireplace, which we kept simple because really a room like this, the focal point is the view.
I love creating kitchens you want to cook in, you want to hang out in. And for me, that means warmth. That means lots of natural light flooding in. It means the space pulls you in and opens up to the rest so that you can be cooking, hanging out with family or friends, and people can mingle and they never feel like they're separated from anything. I love the expression that you guys brought to the table with interiors and the execution from build. Like, just fabulous work, guys. So happy.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a awesome time kind of planning this all out, making sure electrical was brought to the right spots, making sure things like the hood fan was done properly. You can imagine doing a high ceiling kitchen like this and running this hood fan and the venting is not easy stuff. So a lot of planning and detail went into this to make this dream happen.
So the formal dining space becomes a very interesting challenge when we're doing great room concept layouts. And I think in this home, what we've been able to accomplish is this mix of formal dining, but also great room concept. And one of the neat things that sort of evolved with this is how we have sunlight coming from both spaces. I've got this high transom window flooding southern light, and we have the northern light coming in. The space just feels so bright, and the finishing was spectacular. And one thing we did in this is, as we were laying out, we wanted to have this wine feature come in. And so, you know, me being the designer, I just was playing with it and just laid out this wine room, which has turned out magnificent. But here's the thing about designing. Just because we draw a line on a piece of paper, show a rendering, and say like, wow, there's gonna be wine here, to actually have it climate controlled and nailed to this level of perfection, well, Tyson knows all about the challenges of how that happened.
This room, we double framed the walls, staggered the studs, R28 insulation. Everything is tucked up above here for the ventilation. Everything is concealed. The lighting in the ground that Leah has selected, these cabled hanging shelves. This room has all the details. Leah even got some nice fancy LED lighting hiding in behind you.
All right, we're moving into the primary suite, which is absolutely loaded with these luxurious finishes, sweeping master bedroom ceiling, and it's just been pulled together so beautifully. Leah's just nailed the finishes. Tell us all about it, Leah.
Well, we went for a lot of texture in here. We really wanted to play on the height. So we've got the floor to ceiling fireplace, and we created this full height headboard wall with upholstery. We've wired in sconces here so that the clients can read in bed. So we're coming into one of my favorite rooms of the house, which is the Principal Ensuite. We've used so many luxurious finishes in here. The onyx, to name first, which is a semi-precious stone. Very rare, very beautiful.
So not only is this room beautiful, but it's super packed with function. So we've got these integrated medicine cabinets that are hiding in the gable to just keep everything, like all the clutter off the countertop. We've got these amazing drawers that hide blow dryer, curling iron with a switch, an outlet inside. A lot of people think that you can't actually do an outlet inside of a drawer, but you can as long as you provide a de-energizing switch which cuts the power to the drawer, and that requires extra planning on the part of the builder and the mill worker, which I'll let Tyson speak to.
Yeah, we've done a ton of work. If you look at just this wall alone with the onyx, the mirror, and the lights on the wall, like hours went into creating this. And honestly, just to make it what Leah and Zane wanted it to look like, we probably spent 20 hours on this, just alone on planning. So here it is, and yeah, Zane spent a ton of time on just making sure it looked good.
So this is pretty sweet, but moving around is my favorite feature in this ensuite, which is the cave shower. It's curbless, it's fully enclosed, it's just, oh, it's everything you ever wanted in a shower, baby.
Let's go take a look at the cave shower. Every single tile in this entire bathroom is mitered to perfection. We have the onyx backsplash right in behind the niche with the smoked glass shelves, onyx mitered on the bench right up. Ton of time went into making sure that this was sloped and all the joists were engineered properly to allow for the sunken shower, which was done right at the beginning with my best friend Zane. Yeah.
It's not every day that you get to see Tyson and myself in a shower. This is just one of those moments.
Special.
But look at this just gorgeous bench. Oh, so nice. Shave your legs, just chill out, relax. I just love this space. You don't have to worry about the mess. There's no glass that things are gonna splash on. It's just an absolutely stunning space. And showers are like this design thing that I love. When I first started designing at the very beginning, working for different architects, showers were just, I don't know, everything. And this one is a culmination, just all those years working on it and trying to perfect that experience of your daily routine in the shower. And this one just nails it.
Check out this office space. Feature wall, 14-foot ceilings, uplit on the feature wall. This room has it all. It's inspiring to work in. Leah, tell me what you did in here.
So many design details. Not only is this room beautiful, but it's extremely functional. So we have this exceptional wall that houses all your office supplies, file drawers, built-in integrated printer behind closed doors. We have these exquisite bocce lights installed that just sort of highlight the room, and the piece de resistance is really this feature wall. The amount of planning and detail that went into making this work and the trades that executed it, it's just something to behold.
So we're here in the laundry sewing room that's in sort of the utilitarian part of the house. But the more time I spent with the owners, the more they just really emphasized the value and importance of this room. And so I was able to bring in a couple of really neat details that just pull you in. They make the space so warm. One of them was this incredible countertop that between the builder, the interior designer, and our layout, we got this 400-pound slab. Just looks like it's floating in the air, but it's actually got a steel beam in, and it's just dynamic workspace for her. It's lovely. We've got very warm lighting, and then we have this just dynamic light well that is bringing in natural light, which means she can just see all her fabrics in true color, and it just warms up the space so much. Just absolutely love how this has turned out. And it's just a laundry sewing room, but oh, baby, did we nail it or what?
This theater room is absolutely outstanding.
Epic!
It's got a 135-inch perforated screen, speakers and subwoofers behind the screen. We got biacoustic panels on the walls that you can see behind us that are backlit. Those all have speakers behind them. Double framed wall, staggered stud with different types of insulation on each wall cavity. This place is like a bunker and the sound is amazing. Leah, tell me a little bit about the design.
The design was really built around the Vicoustic materials, which is an acoustic sound solution. It's a product we haven't worked with before, but they offer exceptional options that diffuse sounds like treble and bass and just create the ultimate sound experience. So what we have here is the multi-fusers on the wall that we chose to backlit. We added wallpaper just to kind of finish it off. We've got the super bass here in the corner that absorbs all the bass sound, and this wall here and the wall at the back are both a foam material. They look like marble, but they're actually foam that are absorbing sound. And then up on the ceiling, we have this amazing multi-fuser detail, again, absorbing the sound. And we finished it all off with these amazing chairs that are built locally by Elite Theater Rooms. Leather, reclining, you've got space for your drink holder. It's the ultimate movie experience.
We really wanted to make sure that the client did not have to leave their house to get the cinematic experience. So we brought it right to their house.
We sure did.
So I remember the day when I met this client. We were fishing, and he had mentioned he wanted to build this house. He used the word house. And I said, okay, you want to build a house? And he's like, yeah, I want to build a house. And he's like, do you want to build it? I'm like, of course, I'd love to build your house. So, okay, that sounds good. And then 6 months or so passed by, and I'm thinking to him, like, well, Zane's got to draw this house. Like, he's got to be involved in this project in some capacity. So then I introduced him to Zane, and Zane, you started working on it. And when I got those plans from you, I was camping with my family, and I fell off my lawn chair when I saw the house.
Well, I mean, yes, because the previous project with this client was a house reno that we did together. Back in the day, like when I was just starting designing, you were just building, right? And that design, like we came into their house and I was like, well, let's just take out all the walls. Let's take out all the everything. Let's put a 50-foot steel beam in. We did. They did this wild house. Yeah. And so when we started designing this one, I knew just from that moment with them that this was going to be such a masterpiece home and so cool.
And it was interesting. From that point, you said, if I'm going to do this house, I'm not doing it without Leah. And that's when Leah came into the picture.
Because we had started to work together and we had done some incredible work together, and I was like, you know what, Leah's just the right person. She knows those details. She's gonna make sure that the finest things and craftsmanship happens. And man, guys, cheers. It's just been,
Here we are.
Just been amazing.
Cheers, guys.